What's going on, everybody? My name is Gorksy, and welcome back to my second YouTube video ever made. Now, you are OG if you're watching right now. Shout out to all my 587 subscribers, but shout out to all my 7 viewers that be watching my videos. Now, I didn't get a post for like 5 days. I missed 5 days. I know my last post says 2 weeks. We don't talk about that. I got a little lazy, but now I'm on a grind to become the best YouTuber ever. Now, there's a hurricane, and it wiped out all my power, and I didn't have power for 5 days. It was miserable without no power. But I am back, and I'm ready to grind every single day and record these reaction videos for y'all. Now, I'm going to get my dream set up in 3 months. When I get my dream set up in 3 months, that is when you're gonna get the most amazing gameplay ever. I'm gonna do a lot of gaming videos. I'm gonna do some gameplay throughout, whatever that means. But I am back, and I am ready to do another video for you guys. So welcome to the spooky month. On every holiday month, I react to the festive videos, and I play the most festive games. But I don't have my PCs right now, so y'all got to get reaction videos for now. But I'm gonna try my best to sorry guys. I'm gonna try my best to record every day for you guys, and let's get into it. Alright, so the first video I will be reacting to is Ring, a horror short film. Ring Camera. It's called Ring Camera. It's a horror short film, and it's by OC Mafi. Sorry if I butcher your name, but okay, let's get into it. Ooh, are y'all excited? I'm excited. Are y'all excited? I'm excited. I'm excited. So excited. Alright. She eating some Cheetos, right? Alright. Okay.
Hello?
Can I help you?
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Nah. That's a demon. That is a ghost. Either that Ring Camera is playing tricks on you, that's a ghost. Don't trust that. Again. That's not that, is it?
Hey, I don't know what you want, but you need to leave. Did you hear me? Get out!
Bro, the music got me intense, bro. Nah. Close the door. Go back in the room. Go back in the room. Bro, if I see him walking up while I'm looking at my phone, why I'm going back in the room. What are you doing?
What do you want?
I have a food delivery for Erica.
Look on the Ring Camera first.
Are you Erica?
Yes.
That's food.
Did you see anyone else around here?
No. Here's your food.
That's that big bag. What you got? You got some tacos in there? Some jalapeno peppers. Yeah. No. She dead. Oh my god. Alright, so this next one is called Mickey Mouse, a horror short film, and it's by I don't know who, but I ain't the time to look. I'm not even looking at the camera, I'm looking at myself. So let's get into the video. Let's get into the video.
All this belonged to a Mr. Norton, who didn't die here. He was electrocuted later.
Yeah, this one better be a text, okay? I'm on my way. Or a boyfriend or something. Whoa. Mickey Mouse. I ain't scared.
Scared me to death. You scared too easy. No. What's scary is we spent all day setting up for this party and no one showed.
Well, maybe they don't like bobbing for apples like we do. Ooh, it's past midnight. Do you want to do the Mickey Mouse challenge?
Mickey Mouse
what
challenge.
challenge?
Never heard of that
Let me
before.
show you. Yeah, you wait till midnight's passed. And then you watch this clip from Steamboat Willie.
That's it? That's the challenge?
No, now we do the same whistle and Mickey Mouse is supposed to come for us.
Come for us?
Yeah.
And then what?
I don't know, but everyone who does the challenge gets tons of views. Here, I'll go first. Record me.
What is it?
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Nothing. I survived the Mickey Mouse challenge.
Survived.
Your turn.
What she mean by survived?
Hello? Yeah, I'll be right out. My mom's here, I gotta go.
Gotta go.
Bye.
Bye.
She said survived and now she gotta go? What's-
Weird. The TV must have synced to my phone.
Nah. And she wearing a Minnie Mouse costume. I just noticed that.
Can't let this go to waste.
Oh, what's he doing? I already know what's gonna happen. I already know what's gonna happen. Go by the stem. Grab by the stem. What? I already know it. Oh. She died too fast. Alright. Now this last one is 3 short film Snapchat horror stories, and it's by IMR Scary Videos. I keep looking at myself instead of the camera. I'm just looking at myself. I'm sorry. Okay, let's get into it. Story 1. 24 minutes long. It should be good.
I was waiting for the bus home when I received a notification. It was a Snapchat request. The name read Mr. Cutthroat. Pretty unusual, right? But nowadays, in social media, everyone likes to be a little crazy. Plus, no harm ever came from accepting a Snapchat request. Hence, I responded. Within minutes of adding Mr. Cutthroat to my Snapchat, I started getting even weirder texts. The conversations started like this. Hi.
Joker?
Hi.
What are you doing?
Watching Netflix. Lying in my bed.
I didn't want to give away too much information, so I lied. Even though it was a common question, I wanted to stay away from creeps. Mr. Cutthroat didn't reply for a minute straight, and then his text dropped. What are you watching?
Just some Korean drama.
Do you like scary movies? Okay, now he was sounding like the killer from Scream, but I decided to play along.
Not much.
Why not?
They bore me.
Then you're probably watching the wrong ones.
Maybe.
Before I could see his next reply, my bus arrived.
That's a heavy
As I
bus.
said,
It's
it was the
shaking
late
the ground
bus
like
home,
that.
So apart from me, there were probably 3 to 4 people inside it. I took a corner seat and went back to talking to Mr. Cutthroat. I saw that he had replied. You should watch the movie where the killer follows the girl and she has no idea.
Really? Never heard of a movie like that. What's the name of it?
While he replied, I took a sip from my water bottle and, hearing the notification, glanced back to the screen. Your life.
That's an odd name for a movie.
I'm not talking about any movie. It's what's happening with you right now, Sarah. That's when I got the chills.
Is this some effing joke? Because it's not funny.
You seem scared now. I thought you said you were home. Aren't you home, Sarah? My heartbeat got faster. How does he know
Oh,
I'm
so
outside?
the ghost
Is he
thing. Sure
following
has
me?
the thing
I
on.
slowly looked behind me. An old creepy woman was staring out the window, and beside her sat this man. His face was covered by a baseball cap, giving the impression he was sleeping. While texting Mr. Cutthroat, I watched him to see if he is somehow involved in these texts.
No, I'm home. I don't know why you said it.
From the corner of my eye, I noticed him as I sent the text. No, it's not him. The man sounded like before. Whoever this Mr. Cutthroat is knows very well how to throw wild guesses and spook people. I shrugged it off and didn't reply to him. I was sure that I wasn't being followed by a killer, but still, deep down, I was feeling paranoid. All I wanted was to get home and lock my doors. I was just joking. So what are you doing now? I didn't reply. Sarah, you there? I still didn't reply. Come on, it was just a stupid joke. Don't
Joker.
be mad. I blocked the
Joker.
account. No way I'm letting some socially awkward, frustrated junkie ruin my weekend mood. For the next 5 minutes, nothing happened. I was finally content that the creep named Mr. Cutthroat is now gone from my life. But boy, I was wrong. Suddenly, I got this text from an unknown number. It wasn't nice of you to block me. I apologized.
How did he get her number?
Why are you annoying me? I don't want to talk to you anymore.
But I'm not done yet! The text sent in block letters gestured he was yelling at me. This dude was unbelievable. Who does this guy think he is? My patience level gave up, and I typed this big text bashing his stupid, moronic way of having fun at people's expense. And it was all in caps.
Listen, you jerk! I know how guys like you try so hard to get women's attention. But even stray dogs want to avoid you jackasses. You are going to die alone, so congratulations, dumbass.
He didn't text me after that. The bus driver called out for my stop. I got down with an ease that this chapter with the crazy Snapchat stalker is done and dusted. The streets were empty and eerily silenced. I could hear my stilettos making a sound that echoed around the block. My house was standing right at the end of the street. God, I am going to take a long bath and sip wine. Hello to the weekends. As I stepped on my porch, the sensor light turned on. For a moment, I felt someone was watching me. I quickly turned around. It was only a raccoon scavenging the big dumpster on the opposite side of the road.
Huh. Silly me.
I unlocked the door and finally got in. Once I locked it from inside, I felt safe. I don't know why I was feeling scared standing outside. Mr. Cutthroat has managed to get inside my head quite well. I threw my bag onto the living room couch and plugged my phone into the charger. I opened the fridge and drank cold water to calm my nerves.
Toodles? Toodles? Where are you?
I kept calling my cat, but she was nowhere. I kept staring at the dark kitchen, expecting my cat to walk up to me.
Jeez!
Suddenly, my phone rang at a loud volume, giving me a heart attack. It was from an unknown number. A cold shiver ran down my spine as I picked it up.
Hello?
So you are finally home now,
Whoa.
Sarah.
What do you want? Why are you still disturbing me?
I slid the curtains and looked at the streets outside. I'm pretty sure this creep has followed me home, but I didn't see anyone.
Where are you? I know you're stalking me.
Instead of looking for me, maybe you should look for your cat.
What?
Yo, he's in our
Why don't you
backyard.
check under your bed? I'll wait
He's in
till
our
you
backyard.
do. Drops of sweat gathered on my forehead. With stumbling footsteps, I made my way to my bedroom. As I turned on the lights, I jumped.
Ah!
My white bedsheet was stained with blood. I crouched down to the floor and looked under my bed.
Oh my god! Toodles!
Toodles.
Under the bed remained the mutilated body of
No,
Tunnels.
I can't
No
show
doubt
this.
her throat was cut off. The man finally spoke from the other side. Now you know why my name is Mr. Cutthroat, Sarah. Next time it'll be you. I've been to your house, so I know every little detail to get inside. See you soon, Sarah. I broke down in tears.
No.
My lungs were giving up. It was getting so difficult to breathe, but still, I managed to call 911. I told them everything while panting for air. The cops came and searched my house. They took my dead cat away and I ended up in medical care for 3 days. Once I got discharged, I went back to the house.
I'm lagging.
But not alone
Keep
this
it
time.
lagging.
I had my brother with me. He brought a gun and helped me pack. Within 24 hours, I moved out to my mom's house. My house is now rented to this couple who are both cops. I live in the same house as my mom. I don't know when I'll be able to live indecently again. I've changed my number and every little detail related to my social media. This is my advice to all the people out there who are often trusting random strangers on social media.
Don't accept people you don't know.
That was.
Do you think you can find love on a social network? Many of the people I talk to tell me yes, but others disagree. I don't really have an answer, but I'll be honest. After what I experienced that night, I really don't want to try. It all started the day a girl added me on Snapchat. Her name was Cheryl. The girl was very nice, and she had a huge amount of followers. I was just learning how to use the platform, so I didn't understand how this girl could be interested in me, but at the same time, those were just numbers. Over time, I started to become more active on the platform and began to attract Cheryl's attention. She would like my photos, and over time, we started talking to each other. When I would talk to her, I would realize why she had added me before. Despite her huge number of followers, the girl was simple and authentic. She wasn't interested in being famous at all. She just liked the idea of connecting with people. She sent me pictures of herself all the time, and I did the same. We talked all day and knew everything about each other. After 3 months, we were almost in a relationship, but as I was getting ready to take her out to a movie, something weird happened. One day, she sent me a selfie while she was cooking, but behind her disinterested smile, something caught my attention. Hey, Cheryl? Did you invite someone to your house?
What? No, why do you ask?
I saw Cheryl's selfie again, and I was very confused. From the kitchen, you could see her room, and it looked like there was a silhouette staring from it, looking at her from the darkness. Listen, I don't want to alarm you, but look at your picture. Doesn't it look like there's someone in your room? Cheryl took a few seconds to answer me. I'm sure she was checking the picture.
OMG, I think it's a piece of furniture, but it looks scary. I don't know if I want to go check it out.
Are you sure that's a piece of furniture? Maybe you should call the police. Cheryl didn't answer me for a while, so much so that I started to worry. Hey, are you there? You're worrying me.
Here I am. I just walked into my room, and it was just a piece of furniture. Although I must admit that I'm very scared. The piece of furniture doesn't look that much like the silhouette in the picture.
When I saw the picture, I was confused. It could be a trick of the light, but I wasn't sure. I don't know.
I just checked the house. I'm definitely alone.
Well, I'm more relaxed, but be careful. After that, Cheryl kept cooking, and we didn't bring up that topic again. Unfortunately, this would not last long. The next day, as soon as Cheryl came back from work, she told me she was back home safely and sent me a selfie of herself smiling. In the picture, she looked worried. She must have had a bad day. I tried to give her a pep talk to calm her down, but something weird was going on. She wasn't responding to me anymore.
Did you not see that in the background?
As the hours went by, I became more and more worried. I looked at her picture constantly, and in it, there was something I had not noticed. From the window of her house, someone was watching her. This was no coincidence. It wasn't a tree or someone just passing by. This was a person standing at the window of her house, staring at her. Immediately, I received a message from her. When I read it, I can swear my heart stopped. In the message, it said that someone had kidnapped her, but she still had her cell phone. She shared her location and sent me a picture via Snapchat to show me where she was. It looked like she was in a car. She knew the streets where she was going, and she was a few kilometers away. That day, I was at a party at my house with my friends, so I asked them to call the police and I ran to where she was. I could have told them to help me, but I knew it could be dangerous and I didn't want to involve them. After all, the gathering was at my house, and just in case, I always kept a gun to use in case of an emergency. As the minutes passed, I somehow felt like I was catching up to a moving car. I guess the car was moving pretty slow, but I was running like never before in my life. I had to save Cheryl. I would never forgive myself for having the chance to help her and not doing so. After several minutes, Cheryl stopped moving and she sent me one last picture. It looked like a dark alley with a gray door in the middle. Surely this was where they were going to hide her. I ran the last few blocks and in an act of stupidity thought I could save her alone, so I entered the alley. I approached the gray door I had seen in the photo and opened the door. But before I could enter, I heard someone walking behind me.
It looks like Romeo came to save Juliet.
I turned around, pointing my gun in the direction of the voice. But when I saw who was in front of me, I couldn't believe it. It was Cheryl. She was safe, looking at me with a cocky, playful smile. Suddenly, a man came out of the gray door and threw me to the floor, pulling out my gun. Did you bring a gun? What were you gonna do, Indiana Jones? Kill us all? Cheryl, run! Run while you can! Something was wrong. Cheryl wasn't running away, but it wasn't because she was afraid. She was laughing. Cheryl?
Boy, I have to admit, it's really sweet that you came to save me. It seems I chose well. I've always been good at judging people at a glance.
What are you talking about?
Oh, by the way, I'm sorry for the rudeness. This is John, my boyfriend.
Nice to meet you, Felix. Cheryl tells me you're very athletic, and you don't drink alcohol. Is that true? What?
Excuse me. John is quite abrupt, but these are questions we need to ask you. We need to know how your organs are.
Whoa.
What are you talking about? Let me go! You see, Stud, Cheryl and I are in the business of selling organs on the black market. In this warehouse, we have a few tools to keep your organs looking like new. Do you know how much they offer them on the black market?
A lot of money. And we've only done it with bums. Your organs must be excellent.
No, please, I beg of you, let me go!
Hey, I've grown very fond of you in these months, Felix. I'm not doing this for the money. I want to have a souvenir of you.
With a huge smile, Cheryl pulled a pocket knife out of her
Ain't no
pocket.
way.
Quickly, she took off my slippers and socks, and coolly, she put her knife to the little toe of my foot.
Are you ready, beautiful?
No, please, no, please. Before I could finish begging her, Cheryl ripped my pinky toe off with tremendous speed and precision. The pain was immediate. I felt myself starting to lose blood, and worst of all, I knew it was just the beginning. Cheryl, stop playing. We have to go.
All right. But first, let me take out his eye. I'm not satisfied with just
No.
a finger.
Oh, come on! With the knife
Oh,
in
run
hand,
away.
Cheryl slowly approached my eye. Her smile was shining. She looked so excited and happy, and I could tell she was having a good time. Suddenly, Cheryl froze still, frozen in fear. Someone was holding a knife to her neck. John stood up and tried to get into the house again, but 4 other men stopped him, threw him to the floor, and started hitting him. They were my friends. Felix, are you all right? Isaac? What are you doing here? Come on, we have to get you to a hospital. We'll tell you later. And that's how it all ended. Some of my friends took me to the hospital while others stayed with Cheryl and John. On the way, I could see several police cars heading toward the area. My friends told me that they didn't trust me and that they knew something was wrong. So they went on Snapchat from my computer and saw all the pictures Cheryl was sending. One of them knew that alley, so between all of them, they grabbed the knives from my house and headed there as soon as possible. After that, the police arrested the criminal couple. Apparently, they had already been charged with robbery and attempted murder, but nothing like this time. For my part, I still believe that one can fall in love through a social network, but for the moment, I prefer to date the girls that my friends introduced me to. At least, I know they're more trustworthy.
W friends, bro.
There's a game you shouldn't ever play on Snapchat. My friends and I always use the app to keep in touch and for laughs. We've used it for several years now, but after what happened with that game, I don't think I'll ever use that app again. And I want to put out a warning. Never play the game. It happened 2 weeks ago during the school break. I was messaging my friends as usual through Snapchat, and this eventually led to the suggestion that we should play some group games. We had done this before, but we usually stuck to simple games like Truth or Dare. It started that way this night too. We were all in a group chat, and we were playing some Truth or Dare. The game went on for quite a while until, as usual, it got a bit too intense for my liking. It was about time to hit the hay, so I sent a message in the group chat. All right, I'm headed out. Good night, guys. And with that, I put down my phone and tried to sleep. As I lay there, tossing and turning, I couldn't help but think about the game we were playing. As much as I wanted to, I couldn't sleep. The phone kept going off until finally it went silent. Opening my phone, I was bombarded with all the messages from the group chat. I read through it to see that my other friend, Nathan, had disconnected as well, and our 2 final friends had gone to their DMs to play some new game. Dude, have you seen this new game on Snapchat? It's called 3 in a Row. Who wants to play? I'll play. Those were the last messages of the group chat, so I sighed and began to type. How's the game going? I waited for a few minutes, but there wasn't any reply. I figured they were too engrossed in the game to reply, so I decided to go back to sleep. The next day, I woke up to a voicemail from Nathan. I quickly played it as I got out of bed. Hey, have you seen Snapchat? Tyler and Ryan haven't been answering all morning. They're both offline. Do you know what's up? We were supposed to meet up this morning, but I can't find them anywhere. I quickly got dressed and grabbed my phone, running out the door. Nathan lived just a few blocks away, so I figured I could swing by his place on the way to school. As soon as I arrived at Nathan's house, I could tell something was wrong. Nathan greeted me at the door with a worried look on his face. What's wrong? It's Snapchat. I can't find Tyler or Ryan anywhere, and their phones are both turned off. I've been trying to call and text them all morning, but there's no answer. And they were supposed to meet me at my house a few hours ago, but they never showed up. I tried to call and text Tyler and Ryan myself, but there was still no answer. We noticed, however, that Ryan's Snapchat location wasn't showing up at his house. Instead, his location was last seen near the canal, a usual hangout for us. Why, they're probably hanging out without us. And with that, we headed to the canal. When we arrived, however, we found no sign of Tyler or Ryan. We did, however, find their phones. Both of the phones were lying under the bridge. As we approached the phones, I noticed that both of the screens were on. On Tyler's phone was a Snapchat notification. When I opened it, I saw that he had recently added a new friend. The username was 3. What the heck is this? I opened the app to see that 3 had sent a snap to Tyler, but it had expired and I couldn't view it. I tried to view it again, but the snap had disappeared. Send him a message. Maybe they know where Tyler and Ryan are. I typed out a quick message and hit send. A few seconds later, I received a reply. It was a snap and I clicked open. The snap was of a dark room, and I could barely make out 2 figures in the corner. Although I could barely make them out, they looked like Tyler and Ryan. The caption of the photo was simple: play the game. Before I could reply, the snap expired, and 3's username disappeared. I tried to search for the user, but they had vanished. And then suddenly I heard my phone ding. Pulling it out, I saw a notification for a new Snapchat game that had been added, 3 in a row. And as bad of a decision as it was thinking back, I clicked it. Suddenly, the world around me went black. I couldn't see anything, but I heard Nathan's panicked voice next to me. What the heck is going on? Where are we? I don't know, dude. As soon as I said those words, I heard a door slam shut behind us. I turned around to see a dark figure standing in front of us. Whatever the figure was, though, it wasn't human. It had long, skinny...
Good one. Good one. Good jump scare.
legs twice the length of its body, a long neck, and 2 glowing red eyes.
Dude.
The only thing remotely human about it was its arms, which ended in sharp
Oh my god, why it's like
claws.
bro.
Although I couldn't see its face, I could see the glint of sharp white teeth, and I knew that this thing was not something I wanted to meet in a dark alley. And then it spoke. The game will last till the hangman's done. Lose and die, win for fun. And with those words, the figure vanished into thin air.
Whoa.
I heard Nathan whimpering next to me, but I too was paralyzed with fear to move. Suddenly, I saw a board appear in front of us. It was a simple board of tic-tac-toe, and the voice of the creature echoed through the air. There can only be one winner. Now play. I realized what it wanted. It wanted us to play against each other. I looked over at Nathan and could see the fear in his eyes, but I didn't see any other way out of this, so I made my move. I drew an X on the board, and then it was Nathan's turn. It went on
Dude, the
for
eyes
quite a
in the back,
while,
strong.
each of us moving. We could hear movement
the back,
around
bro.
us, and every once in a while we saw the red eyes flash. But every time we ended in a tie, we had to play again, and nothing happened. Finally, however, Nathan slipped up and I won. As I did, I saw the red eyes appear above Nathan's head. You lose, Hangman. And with a gruesome crunch, the creature tore one of Nathan's legs from his body. I watched him scream and writhe in pain on the ground. And as much as I wanted to say that I felt pity, I only felt relief. And then it was time for the next game. The creature picked him off the
Hangman.
ground, putting him on the chair, and the tic-tac-toe board appeared again. He lost faster now. He could barely focus on the board and slipped up again.
Stop lagging, computer.
And the creature took his other leg. On and on it went, until finally the world flickered, the lights going completely dark. And just like that, I was back in the canal. This time, however, Nathan was nowhere to be seen. I'm writing this anonymously so that nobody knows who I am. I don't want to be associated with what happened that night. But just know that you should never play 3 in a row.
That was amazing, bro. A good horror short films, bro. The last video was a W, 10 out of 10. The other ones was kind of mid. I'm not gonna lie, the other ones was kind of mid, but I really like this one. So let me know if I should react to more, and I see you when I see you guys. See you later.
Used to think I was put on Earth to be a wrestler. That was it. I was put on Earth to be a WWE superstar. And then I started doing a little bit of acting, and I'm like, oh, no, it's easy. I'm a storyteller. No, I'm a human being, breathing air like everybody else, and I'm significantly insignificant. I'm a grain of sand on a beach in a pale blue dot out in the middle of nowhere. I just want to be useful. Life, to me, is a gift, and dude, I have, in my tenure, I understand I have been given lottery ticket after lottery ticket after lottery ticket. I am lucky. I understand my luck, and I try to live each day grateful for the luck. So when the sun goes down, I look at what I did for the day, even if it's relax. Did I earn the sunset? Some days I don't, and I motivate myself to try to do it again, but most days I do. And that's my sense of purpose. So now I have what makes me happy. And I can chase those things, and that's what makes the ride super fun, man.